Hold on. I hear voices. Can't quite make out what's going on. What's going on now? Well, anything that's... certainly have people doing all sorts of nasty things around here. Okay, what's going on? Can't believe I have to wait around in this swamp. We better get paid soon, is all I'm saying. These bones better be valuable. What? They're thinking of stealing the dragon bones? Oh no. I remember something about what they wanted to do. That there was a group that wanted to raise the body of the old dragon that invaded Esgaroth. And that they wanted to take the body, raise it into a white dragon that they could control. Someone wants the bones of Smog. Are they thinking of doing something of the same kind? That can be nasty. What else are they thinking of doing? I don't know, if you got these black Numenorians here, that certainly lends credence to it. And we've got this guy around that thinks he's the Necromancer Reborn. Not a good combination. Not a good combination in the least. This is going to get nasty. I hope I'm wrong in this. Here's another group up here. Maybe they'll have more information. See if I can eavesdrop on them. What? Shh. Why does the boss want to chop up some bones? We got them, now we just wait out here in the mud? So that's why they're stealing the supplies, was so that they could chop up the bones? Well, if they're going to turn it into a white, then what if they just leave the bones here and try to... Or is this too public and they think they could chop them up and reassemble them? Ooh, interesting question. Any other use you can have for old dragon bones? Especially one from one of the greatest dragons of all time? Considering the nature of these people, I will say that it is not for anything of any good whatsoever. Not anything good. Thorleen, ever hear the story of how a Gauntlord attempted to take the body of Thorog and turn it into a white? I was wondering, is it possible to do something like that with the bones of Smog? Because somebody out there wants those bones.
Let us speak then, you and I.
The remnants of the trail I found confirm you and Sertron's tale, but tell me no new ones. And what have you learned? Yes, it was seen that those in the ruins are hired hands and not the minds behind all this. You may have driven them out, only to be forced to return once again. Do they truly intend to dredge up Smog's bones? Whatever for, I cannot imagine. But it is for some ill design, surely. Well, I'll have to agree with that, most certainly. And hopefully it's not for the design I was thinking of.
A word between us, then.
This is a time to act, not ponder. Whatever their goal, we should put an end to it. We shall learn what we can after. Quickly, let's reclaim Leoglon's missing supplies, sink their rafts, and disperse these men. Alright. And I suppose when you say, let's do it together, you mean send in the poor hobbit. Suppose I need to start collecting supplies, and apparently additional thieves have arrived while I was talking to the elf. What else is new? Because obviously they're not going to just sit around. Now, what's going to keep them from bringing in new supplies? What's going to keep them from bringing in new rafts? What's going to keep them from bringing in new thieves? I have the slightest idea. But we shall handle it, because otherwise they're going to take these barrels and start filling them with dragon bones, I guess. Assuming there aren't already dragon bones in some of these. There you go. There you go. And we have these black Numenorians here. And they're obviously in charge of all this mess. If you take care of a few more of those, perhaps... Oh, hello! I was just looking for one of your brethren! Yeah! Hey, I was wondering, could you tell me why you may be looking for these bones here? I mean, you must really be in the know, right? Yeah. Just when you don't speak Westron, you only speak Black Speak. Well, you really should learn Westron sometime. Really, it might help you talk before you die. Really. Now let's get back to here. If I get around the debris, well, I was really wanting to get to that raft and untie it. Well then, here we go. Try to be subtle, but apparently these black Numenorians don't understand the word subtle. They cannot applaud the work of someone who just sneaks behind them and throws a spear in their back. Well, maybe I wouldn't applaud that if somebody did that to me either. Never mind. Thank you. Now let's see. Let's untie that. Good. Now let's find the other raft. Gets back some more of these supplies, and we shall be set. Then maybe we could unravel this mystery. Where do you want me to put all these supplies? And yes, I did get those rafts to drift away, and I took care of some of those black Numenorians that seem to be leading them. Anything else?
You there, stranger.
Ah, good work! With the men on the run, there is only one worry that remains. What they're trying to do with those bones?
It is good you are here.
Those were men of Mordor, you said? But look, a raft approaches from across the water. Can you see the occupant? He is dressed as those men were, and by his bearing, I guess that he is the leader. I wonder what he may tell us of the dark plot that's found here, if we brave standing before him. Oh, wonderful. Must be Necromancer 2.0. Well then, let's go and find him. Ah, there's the leader right there. With the priestess, of course. But first, let's take care of this pair. And apparently, he's paying no mind. If they're apparently not able to take care of themselves, he probably says, you're not worthy of my attention. Well, we have to see about that. Now the question is, can I handle him? And will he tell us anything? Like, why they're trying to steal bones of Smog? And does he have any connections with that necromancer wannabe we fought earlier? Still think there may be a connection somewhere. First, let us approach them. Approach them with, well, I know what would happen if I tried to speak to them with words, so let's try a little bit of force and see what happens. Ouch! Boy, that's burns. Ouch, 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 ouch. Wait, they are really nasty. I'm not too sure I like this combo. I'm not too sure I like that combo at all. Well, we'll have to take care of them. What? Hey, stop that! No! There you go. Just go down. Thank you! Thank you. Alright, now for you. I hate those stunts. I really, really dislike that ability. Let's lift a finger and everybody just cowers and cannot do anything about it. Let's see, what is this? Invoke the eye. Yeah, invoke the eye. Well, let's invoke the... Alright, boy. Stop that. Stop. How can you invoke the help of Sauron when Sauron is gone? I mean, that is really, 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 really crazy. Even if my own defeat, Lake Town shall succeed. What? Even in my own defeat, Lake Town shall succeed? Is there someone in Lake Town? Rust again. More rust. Didn't we find rust last time? At the other place? What is it with rust? And what's going on with these bones? What's going on with these bones? Well, they're not doing anything at the moment, thank goodness. Something's going on. I found more rust, and apparently there must be something that's going on in Lake Town also. So what they're going on there, I have no idea.
Take heed now.
I see. It sounds as if there was some other scheme afoot, somewhere in Lake Town. There we have another piece of the puzzle, and yet I still cannot guess the whole. Will you go to Lake Town and uncover what you may? I must report back to Esgaroth without delay, and your swift action might prevent whatever harm is planned. Well, I hope they have better maintenance at the rebuilt Lake Town, because this place is a mess. Ah, Lake Town. This looks much better without a dead dragon sitting on top of it. Just dragon banners, apparently. Ah! Now, is there any talk here about Schmog's bones, I wonder? Hello there. Varthric? Yeah, I was asked to speak with you.
What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you intend no trouble here.
Oh there, stranger. What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you intend no trouble here, for there is turmoil aplenty without adding to it. Oh boy, there's turmoil aplenty. Yes, I have no wish to create disruption. In fact, I hope to address some. And Nebadith of the Rat Elf suggested I speak with you. Ah, Nebadith is a friend, and I trust her judgment, though she is more flighty than the others of her kind I have met, and seems more a woman of the lake than an elf of the wood to me. She obtained a very smart wooden carving for my son Sarvar on his past birthday, and he prizes it above all. For Nebadith, I will help you as I may. What do you need? Yes. I was wanting to know if you could tell me anything about someone called Karasgar, the Weeping Warrior. Ugh. Too often I have heard that name. He is a constant source of trouble in these parts, and seems often the wellspring from which our pains come, though he is rarely seen. Whether he buys his agents with coin or with promises I cannot say, but I am certain more hands than his work out our misfortunes. If you are around town, you may learn more. I wish you well for Nemethet's sake, but keep your wits about you. I do not want to tell her that the hobbit she sent to me met an unhappy end. Yes, I understand. Hello there. Anything you have for me?
You are welcome in Lake Town, friend, but I'm afraid you have come at a bad time.
Yeah, it's a delicate situation, if you must know, and shall have to go to the master's manor to see for yourself. Well, don't worry, I'm here to hopefully address a bad time, so perhaps our situations dovetail. Thank you. Now, to find out any talk about Schmog's bones. Among the shouts of the unruly mob, I catch the word Schmog. Hello there.
Yes?
Yes, you heard me aright. Leave Schmog's bones where they lie. Don't tell me you're in favor of this madcap plan. No, I'm definitely not. I'm just trying to figure out who's behind it.
Yes, stranger.
You're not one of those lot, then? Oh, good. Why, they wish to dredge up those bones and burying them here to New Lake Town. They want to bring them here? It was the dragon, after all, as set old Lake Town ablaze. Or have they somehow forgotten the tales of their grandmams? If you think you can make some sense of such rot and bother, go talk to Staffield over there. At the very least, he'll try to tell you why they believe the things they do. Someone wants to actually want to talk about Schmog and bring him here? What's this all about?
Yes?
Why bring the bones here? Well, they're doing no one good out there in the lake, for one, and they have great value, or so I've heard tell. They could bring great wealth to Lake Town, or put them somewhere, and travelers like yourself will come from leagues away to see them. Don't you lecture me on that rot about ill luck. Why, that's a real bit of Schmog out in the Dragonborn Inn, isn't it? I've always thought so, at any rate. The clear thing is, whoever begun this talk was thinking with their head for a change, and that's just the sort of thing Lake Town needs. Really, someone ought to bring this petition to the master. Really. Everything is coming around to the master, apparently. All over the place. But while we have all this talk of Schmog, we also have to worry about this Karasgar. Oh. Hello? No? Alright, well. It looked like they were talking about what I wanted to know, but they seem to be too suspicious. Yet is there any more news? Yeah, the Dark Lord has fallen, thankfully. But there seem to be some people who are unsavory on such a... Hold on, what's going on here? Gossiping about something, but shutting up as soon as I get nearby. Ooh. Hello there.
You should be more careful with that name, friend.
Folk are on edge hereabout, and it's said that the Weeping Warrior has ears everywhere. I might know a thing or two about him you might find of use. Look, we should not speak out here. Go to the Dragonbone Inn here in town and tell Fosty outside that you're a friend of Colfeath. We won't be disturbed there. Really? What does Colfeath have to say? What will I learn in the Dragonbone Inn? And could I get any help from the Master of Lake Town? These are things that will be answered in the next episode of Pineleaf in the North Kingdoms.